Tish. How are you guys doing? How is your day going? How are you managing in this quarantine? It is just getting to me. I am going crazy. Anyways, today what we have going on is I'm going to be making peppered steak and pink beans with rice. This is my version of pepper steak. It's, I guess, the Puerto Rican style of what I'm going to be cooking today. So right here, what we have for the pepper steak, we have the steak right here. I seasoned it with a little bit of adobo, a little bit of garlic powder, and some salt and pepper. I just sprinkled it on the top and on the back. So that's what that is. I also have cilantro to put in with the meat for later, onions and red and green peppers. This right here are the peppers and the onions for my beans. I also have, this is about 2 cans in one. So this is about 2 cans of pink beans. And then I have minced garlic here. I'm going to be using ham powder and sazon. That is for the beans, for the beans and the meat. So yeah, let's get started. Okay guys, so in this frying pan, I put a little drizzle of olive oil. I don't know why, I just love saying drizzle, 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 drizzle. Okay, anyways. So that's what's in here and it's heating up. As it's heating up, we're going to grab our meat. I'm just searing this. That's all you're doing. Is it hot yet? Yeah. I went ahead and added 1 piece, and we're gonna add the other piece. We're just searing this. So basically we're gonna sear it for about a minute in the front and a minute in the back. Okay guys, so I just seared this meat front and back, and I just wanted to show you guys how it looks. Don't cook it for too long because we're not trying to cook the meat right now. But just want to show you. Okay, so I went ahead and finished the meat. Now, I added a little bit more of olive oil here, and I'm gonna stick the garlic in here. I'm gonna let the garlic cook just for 30 seconds. That's about it. Okay, this has been cooking for 30 seconds. This is my sofrito that I did. I'm gonna go ahead and stick about 3 cubes. They're like this, 3 cubes. If you want to see the recipe, I'll link it down below in my last video. Put 3 cubes in there and let that go ahead and melt down. Okay guys, so the sofrito for the most part has melted. To this, I'm going to go ahead, because I like to put my spices before I add any water. So I'm going to sprinkle some adobo and some black pepper. I'm also going to put some salt. I just like to put salt in adobo. I don't know why. I just, do it the way you like it. And I'm going to go ahead and grab a sazon. Put that in there. And I'm going to give this a little mix. Once I do that, I have some tomato paste right here. I'm gonna go ahead and take about, I'm gonna say this is like half a tablespoon. And I put that in there, and we're gonna go ahead and add some water. Just a little bit of water, not too much, just a little bit. Just because if you were making this with tomato sauce, you wouldn't really need to add water just yet. Just so that you can break down the tomato sauce, pure tomato paste. Sorry. So I'm gonna just go ahead, mix this up a little bit. At this point, the mixture has been cooking for about, I would say, 2 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the steak. You see how it's still raw in the middle? And I'm gonna add that in. If you can, put all the juices back in there. And you want to go ahead put it on medium high. And we're gonna just go ahead and make sure the whole thing is coated with the mixture that was in here just now. You're gonna hear my son in the background, so just beware. If you do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and coat the steak with the mixture that was here on medium high for, I will say, about 5 minutes. Okay, so I want to show you guys how it's looking right now. It's been cooking for about 5 minutes. It smells so good, guys. I know this is gonna taste amazing. Anyways, so that's how it looks. Okay, guys, so at this point, we're gonna go ahead. I have some cilantro right here. I'm not gonna break it up or anything. Just throw it in like this and give that a mix. Because I'm gonna pull it out. We can pull it out once we get the flavor out of it. So we don't need to cut it rinsing. We just want to put it just like that. Now we're gonna go ahead and take water. I'm taking about a cup of water, and I'm gonna pour the cup of water in here. At that point, you want to leave it on medium high until it gets to a boil. And I would say lower it, put the temperature down to about medium low, and let it just simmer. I just want to add that I'm going to let this cook for about 15 minutes once it gets to a boil. And then that is when I'm going to add the onions and the peppers to this. So while this is boiling and cooking, we're gonna go ahead and work on the beans. So in a saucepan, I'm gonna go ahead and I put it on medium low right now. And I'm just gonna go ahead and drizzle a little bit of olive oil. Just a little drizzle. I'm gonna go ahead and add the finely chopped onions. That was about maybe almost half a cup. And I'm gonna add the red and green peppers. We're going to give that a mix and just let that cook for maybe about 5 minutes just until it gets like translucent. I'm gonna go ahead and add the garlic. Just let it cook for a few seconds with the peppers. This. If you want to add more onions, go ahead and add more onions and peppers. And if not, that's fine too. If you don't want to add any, you don't have to. I'm going to take the sofrito. The sofrito is just so good to have as a base, honestly. It really brings out, it just really helps the dishes and brings out, I feel like, the flavors more. So I'm going to go ahead and let the sofrito melt down. And we're gonna start adding the spices and the beans. Now that this has been cooking for a few minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and add the ham powder. Optional. If you don't want to, you can actually go ahead and add ham steak. Cut it up into cubes and put it in there. I just don't have any, but that's an option. You're gonna take the sazon, put that in there. I'm gonna take the adobo and just go by your taste. So I'm putting this in now. That was maybe about, I'm gonna say, 1.5 teaspoons. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and some black pepper. Add more. And then I'm gonna go ahead and give it a mix. Before I add the tomato paste and a little bit of water, I'm gonna let this just cook here on the stove just a minute. You should be good to just cook this on a minute. And I have the heat on medium right now. I'm gonna put it a little bit higher. I went ahead and added the tomato paste and a little bit of water. I added about 1 tablespoon of tomato paste and I would say 2 tablespoons of water. Put that in, let it mix around, and I'm gonna add the beans. I don't add water right away as soon as I add beans because I like for the beans to get really mixed up with the sauce. I want to mention that you guys need to taste the sauce. After you added water and everything else, and you let it cook for maybe about 10 minutes, just go ahead and taste the sauce. Make sure that it's to your liking. And add more adobo if you want. If you need some garlic powder, add garlic powder. Do what you need to do to make sure that it tastes the way you want it. This is how it's looking right now. I'm gonna go ahead and add about a cup of water. The beans have been cooking for about 3 minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna use about 2 cups of water. We're gonna go ahead and add the water. Mix it up a little bit. I have it on high heat right now. We're gonna go ahead and let it get to a boil, then bring it down to medium or medium-low heat, and let it cook for about 15-20 minutes before you go ahead and add your potatoes. Okay, so the meat's been cooking. I went ahead and tasted it to see if it needed any more salt. I like where it is right now, so I'm not even gonna add anything. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and add the peppers and the onions. Just toss it in there. I swear I love the smell of onions. I don't even like onions like that, but the smell of onions when you cut them up, it just smells so good. And I'm gonna add the peppers, peppers. So yeah, we're just gonna add the peppers now, and we're gonna give it a little mix and let it cook. Continue to cook. I just wanted to mention that I went ahead and added some more water, just a little bit, maybe about, I would say 1/4 cup of water. And this is how it's looking right now. It smells amazing, guys. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and let this cook for a little longer. I would say I'm gonna check it in about 10 minutes. But yeah, this is how it's looking. The beans have been cooking now for a little while. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and add the potatoes. I also wanted to add that you can add carrots. You can add like pumpkin if you wanted to. It's really, really good. So I went ahead and I added the potatoes. I'm gonna go ahead and let this cook now until the potatoes are soft. The beans are gonna thicken up. So if the beans are too thick, go ahead and add more water just so that it can become a little more juicy, less thick. I like mine in between because I like to eat my rice and beans soupy kind of, but I also don't like it to be so runny. So I add a little bit more water because as the potatoes are cooking in the beans, it's definitely going to get thicker. So yeah. I wanted to show you guys just one more time the pepper steak. This is how it's looking. If you need a little bit more water, go ahead and add a little bit more water. Make sure you taste it and it's at the salt level that you want it. This is how the beans turned out. They need about another 5-10 minutes, but it has thickened up nicely. You can see the potatoes are almost done. You still see the red and green peppers. It smells so good. It tastes amazing. And remember, guys, to taste the sauce, and if you need more salt, don't forget to add it. And voila! Just like that, the meal is done. Pepper steak, pink beans and rice, Puerto Rican style, or my style. But this is it, guys. It's so easy to make and it's delicious and it's a classic. And yeah, I really hope you guys try to make this. And if you do, comment down below. I just want to say thank you guys for watching my videos. May you guys continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn that notification bell on. It really, really does help me. If you guys have any suggestions that you would like to see or any recipes you would like to see me make, just go ahead and comment down below. This is how it looks. So good, so yummy, smells so amazing. And I am off.